And these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the UAB Blazers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Blazers will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Southern Miss's offense will have first crack at this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Back to pass, it's Braxton. And the timing just a hair off. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Golden Eagles will punt it away on 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
So UAB's offense will get the ball for the first time. Leaves it with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Blazers in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space, it's Jackson. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Braxton. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle in 2 gaps, and it's really hard to rush the passer, but really nice job using his hands, getting to the quarterback. When a nose tackle gets a sack, everybody gets excited because that guy doesn't get many of those.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. On the run, it's Pittman. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Braxton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Metcalf. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
And the Golden Eagles will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Golden Eagles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll go with a direct snap. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and showed up with the touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Blazers want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Jackson. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, turning it on.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
To the air, it's Kitna. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Hawkins. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
And first down for the offense.
The give to the back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached a break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Hooks. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Looking for a man. It's Kitna. That's caught. It's Brown. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. And the Blazers racing to the line in the hurry up. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
At the 7-yard line. First and goal, UAB.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, UAB. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 1.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Hard running there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Buys a little time. He'll try to do it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To throw, it's Kitna. Got it behind the line. It's Hook. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Blazers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking for a big gain. Reels it in down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Blazers will have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Back to pass, it's Braxton. He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Blazers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. With the catch, it's Jackson. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the try is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven...
Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Blazers moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field is Kitna. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Blazers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass is incomplete.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Would have been a 52-yard field goal attempt from here, so they'll try to pick up the first down here on fourth. The play-action fake. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Going to the run, it's Pittman. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, it's a reverse. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. The Blazers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Kitna. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to bull his way in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Blazers. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He is denied, no good on the two-point try, and the lead remains at 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
Leaves it with the back. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call the play, ready to go.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That slices the lead to 2.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the fourth quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. They'll run for it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are
turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Kitna. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Between the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead.
Big-time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or two more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Montgomery. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. To the air on 1st down. Who could ask for anything more? Coming down the gut of the game, and maybe one of those moments that will be etched in the annals of this rivalry forever. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a big 3rd down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting. Defensively, you get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
The Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Braxton. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Here's a throw downfield late. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Catch in the middle. It's Metcalf. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running the red zone, it's Pittman.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback and your head coach and play caller are all on the same page.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Power football with the run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single.
And these are hard moments. There's a lot of plays that decide football games. But when you're on the field and you've got a kick to win the football game, and more importantly, not to lose it, and you miss it, God, that's a tough moment. I feel really bad for that young man.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little over